on the show, from Inductease, the sensational Terri Graves. And from local John Mayer tribute band The Continuum, an amazing solo artist, Bryan Copeland. And now, your host, Jared Isaacs.
There it is. I found the camera. Hi, hey there, hello, welcome, all the good stuff to the Audio Roast. It's me, Jared Isaacs, your host of all things Audio Roast. We've got a super fun show for you today. We're going to be doing some breakup songs. That's right, it's an anti-Valentine's Day celebration. You know, honestly, the last 2 or 3 years, we've done so many lovey-dovey type episodes. We've done duets, we've done love songs, all that kind of lovey-dovey, gooey stuff. This year, we are doing something for the single folks. That's right, the single guys, and of course, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, put your hands up, or something. You know what? That may or may not be on here. I don't know. If not, that's gold right there, what you just got. And you didn't even have to pay for it. Before we get going on today's show, which, by the way, Terri Graves is on the show tonight. Gonna be good. And Bryan Copeland is going to be on the show. So I'm super looking forward to getting to chat with them, play some games, all the old fun stuff. Before we do that, though, we're going to wait on you to go right there. Click that subscribe button. While you're there, hit the notification bell. Make sure it says all notifications, not just personalized. That way, anytime that we decide to randomly throw up some content, you'll know when it's there. While you're there, please do comment down below and like the video. It really does help us a lot on our channel. And by all means, share it. Tell some friends to go over to youtube.com/audioroast and join in on it. You can also support the show by going to Patreon. That's patreon.com/audioroast. There you'll find all kinds of really cool behind-the-scenes stuff. We've got extra games that you don't get to see on the show that we've filmed for only our patrons. We've got, what else have we got? We've got all kinds of other clips from the past, interviews and stuff that can only be seen on Patreon. A lot of good stuff. It's just a few bucks a month, just like you do for Netflix or Hulu, and we give you some content. It's a lot of fun. We kind of pull back the curtain over on Patreon, so it's a lot of fun. You can also check out our playlist available on iTunes or Spotify. Just search for The Audio Roast, and you'll find playlists from the past. Now, these playlists are just a big mumbo-jumbo conglomeration of songs used in certain episodes. So, for example, today we're doing breakup songs. We'll have a playlist full of breakup songs. So if your heart's hurting, just hit the playlist over on Spotify or whatever you got, man. You know, we try to do it for everybody. So yeah, and also playlists from the past. So if there's a past episode and you dig the tunes, check out the playlist. It's a good companion piece. You can also check out our website at audioroast.com. It's your official one-stop shop for all things Audio Roast related, including 7 songs in 7 days rankings, past episodes, links to our sponsors, merch. That's right. We are actually going to be redoing a whole bunch of merch. There's been a lot of supply chain issues, apparently. My phone has literally been blowing up from our website, them taking stuff down because they're just not available. So I'm going to just kind of pull it all down and put what's needs to go up, back up. Maybe even some new merch. So be on the lookout for that. audioroast.com, period. Now then, it's time for everybody's favorite and most interactive part of the show. But before we do, Josh, should we let the cat out of the bag?
I think so. I think people will notice if we don't.
I mean, maybe if they're paying attention. They're really paying attention. So here's the deal. We recorded 7 songs in 7 days 7 months ago. Or at least it feels like it. It was several weeks ago anyway. We were going to be bringing a very special episode. I don't know if I even want to give it away yet. See if you can guess what the episode might have been about. But anyway, you want it, you got it. 7 songs, 7 days, coming to you right now.
7 songs,
in 7 days. Man, it felt good to get back in the swing of things and listen to some music suggested by you. We are going to start at the number 7 spot because that's where we always start, of course. I will say this. There was not a bad song. I will say that again. There was not a bad song. This one was a tough one to rank. So, it had to be somewhere. And the way that it shook out is from Nothing Witty is our number 7 spot with Isle of Flightless Birds by 21 Pilots. A good song, a very slow start. Now, I got to be honest. I kind of checked out after the first minute. And then when the vocals kicked in, I was back in. I liked it. Really good stuff. A very good song to put on like a vibe kind of playlist. I enjoyed it. Thank you for that one. Number 6 from Stephen Thomas Cobb, Skank for Christmas by Real Big Fish. Well, if you like ska, you're going to like this. This one was kind of interesting. It took some traditional Christmas music, if you will, and incorporated it into the song. How can you not like it? Even if we are a little bit late listening to it. The number 5 spot from Renee Dunn, we've got Pain Pill by Austin Tolliver and Bez Believe. You Bez Believe. Really good lyrics. I enjoyed this one. The only downside of this song is the rap section was done by a country singer. Not real big on that. Give me a rapper. Don't beat around the bush. You best believe it. Number 4 spot from Abigail Burbridge. We've got How by Marcus Mumford and Brandy Carlisle. You talk about lyrics. Those are some powerful, powerful lyrics. If you've recently gone through a breakup, or if you've recently just kind of had lots of feels and emotions and stuff, listen to that song. It's going to do your heart good. And the number 3 spot from The Science Of, friends of the show, Thunderhead by The Native Howl. This one was a really fun song. I enjoyed this one a lot. This one was a thrash metal band done bluegrass. Really good stuff. But what's funny about it is, if you really break it down, it's just a thrash metal band. They happen to have a banjo. Everything else was the same. And I'm not mad at that. Well, I'd take that back. They did have an acoustic guitar, but I dug it a lot. So yes, thank you for that one from The Science Of. Number 2 spot, another friend of the show, Julia Lake Cobb. You all are friends of the show. Teenagers by My Chemical Romance. I forgot about this song, and I forgot how much I love this song. This is a great song. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those that when it comes on the radio, it's like, oh, I know the song. I love the song. But if I was like searching for it, I would never remember the name of the song was Teenagers or that it was by My Chemical Romance. That's why I didn't make number 1. But it's a fantastic song. So thank you for that one, Julia. And finally, in the number 1 spot, good old Chris Hankins. Oh, I like that. With Old Flame by Alabama. There's an old flame a-burning in your heart. I mean, that's country. Like, you can't... I mean, come on. That's what we're doing today. It's country, man. And also noted that Jeff Cook did a phenomenal job playing guitar, keys, backup vocals. Dude's a busy man in that song. So thank you for that one. You can check all those out over on our website at audioroast.com. I think it's /7, I think. Go to Audio Roast. You'll find it. Now it is your turn.
Yeah.
To use that hashtag 7. I still got it. And nominate your song, your pick, your whatever. It could be any song, any genre, any style, or any decade. Just make it a song. We'll take the next 7 days, give it a listen, give it a rank, because it's a way to connect. It's new music, and it's from you. We love you. We mean it. We're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be back right after this. Don't mind me, I'm just chewing on some nuts. Not just any nuts, these are roasted nuts. I might even hear a little audio coming from those roasted nuts. Courtesy of the very awesome Kim Hart. Thank you very much, Kim. These are awesome. These are like cinnamon, buttery, sugary goodness. Pecans? Walnuts?
Pecans.
Pecans.
They're pecans.
That's what I said.
Or pecans, depending on what part of the country you live in.
Yeah, no. That's a whole can of worms right there, isn't it? Not really. Okay.
Whole bag of nuts.
It's a big bag of nuts. You don't believe me? There it is.
Right. Hey, don't be showing your nut sack to everybody.
Yeah. It's a family-ish
That's
show.
right.
Hey, gang. We're back.
6 months later.
So I had my producer in my ear during that little commercial break, and he said, hey, chop. We got a big show today. We got a lot of stuff to cover and no extra time to spare. So we're going to zip right through things. Josh, tell the fine folks, if you're here.
I'm here.
You're here.
Here I am.
Had to do roll call, sorry.
All right.
What we've got in our mug.
Yes, we got Barracuda Bite
from
Classic Rock Coffee. It is a medium roast with blueberry, bergamot, and floral notes. From my notes to their notes. Yes.
From my...
No.
All right, Barracuda Bite.
Barracuda Bite.
That's what's fueling today's show. So
That's right.
If you're a fan of coffee, get you some at Classic Rock Coffee.
That's right.
It's good. It's actually one of our favorites. All right, well, we got that business out the way. Anything else?
Let's see.
Did you do anything fun since we've seen you last?
Me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing
Same.
fun.
Yeah. You look exactly the same.
Yeah, there's
you
no
sound
difference.
exactly
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Yeah? Say.
I'm gonna start calling you Joshua Gamgee.
You think I look hobbitish?
You do look hobbitish. That's not a bad thing in my book.
Well, they're short and they normally have curly hair.
Yeah.
You should see my toes.
Only on Patreon.
Well, that's my OnlyFans page.
Right, yeah. Yeah, when you go to Josh's OnlyFans, it
just there
circumnavigates
brushing
and goes
the hair
to
on my
Audio Rose
toes.
Patreon.
It links.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
We got a lot to do, dude.
Real talk. Yes,
Yeah.
lots to do. We're packing a lot in. We're going to play some games. We're going to cook some stuff. We're going to chat. We're going to have fun. We're going to crack up, and we're bringing you along for the ride. So, that being said, as a matter of fact, you know what? Let's throw it over to Rock and Roll Recipes. Throw it over to the kitchen right now. When we come back, we're going to chat with today's guest. Stick around and bring an appetite.
Classic Rock Coffee. Our coffee rocks.
Hello, welcome back to the show. We're going to keep the train rolling on this singles edition, this anti-Valentine's Day celebration, if you will. We're going to welcome back one of my favorite people. We'll get into what happened and why she's back here so soon. Let's welcome at this time Miss Terri Graves. How have you been?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
So let's not beat around the bush. We moved to the studio. We're getting close to it at a year ago, And we were working out some kinks of moving the studio and getting things set up and whatnot. And we thought, man, we've got to have Terri on. She's a great guest. And needless to say, we didn't have all the kinks worked out. And we recorded the show and didn't have audio. And we weren't able to use it. And I was like, oh, this is the phone call I don't want to make. Right. Hey, so that thing that we just did, would you be able to redo that tomorrow? Oh, yeah, sure, that'd be great.
Ooh, they want me back.
Right, yeah, oh, I'm hot commodity, which you are. But so behind the scenes, that meant that since we played games and stuff, I didn't want you to have the same experience. So I actually redid the entire show, all the games and all that. We came back the next night,
right?
And I'll be damned if it didn't strike too.
I'm radioactive, I'm telling you.
Yes. So we've got you back tonight. I've been anxious to get you back, and I'm so excited to have you here.
Thanks.
So
I'm glad
absolutely.
to be here. Thank you so much.
So what's new in your world since we've last talked? I know
we have really been trying to get some things going with the band and up off the ground, but life is happening right now.
Yeah.
So we're kind of at a standstill. Looking forward to getting that going again. I get to meet Willie Nelson next Wednesday night.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Where's that at? Tell me more.
Well, I'm going to work in Etheridge, Tennessee. We're going to do orientation there. I've got to do some training and stuff there.
For work stuff?
Yeah, for work. Yep. And then my boss is actually the Brothers Robertson. He's one of the brothers.
Okay.
And he got an invite to a Willie Nelson thing. And so while we're only a couple hours away in Nashville, we're just going to skate on up there and go meet him.
That's awesome. Is he playing a concert or something?
No, I think it's just a private thing.
Wow, even better.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see Willie in concert. I didn't mean that, but
right.
You don't have to worry about like thousands of people to navigate around.
No.
Like, you just beeline right to him.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's going to be really cool.
Very cool. Is this going to be your first time meeting him?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
I've never even seen him live. I mean, I'm kind of ashamed to say that, but
yeah, I haven't.
I'm going to really enjoy seeing him.
Yeah. He's got one of those incredible voices that's just, I mean, so unique. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Who's been the most famous person that you've met? Speaking of meeting people.
Most famous person I've met. I'm trying to remember. Has
there been that many, or has it been that long ago?
No, it's been that long ago.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Just some of the rock concerts I've seen. I met Don Dokken and
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Singer for Loverboy, and some of the backstage shows that me and my sisters kind of snuck into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Can't do that nowadays as easy, but you know. So speaking of meeting famous people, did you get to meet a lot of famous people through working in radio? Because I want to talk about your experience in broadcasting.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that. The lead singer for Stained.
Okay, yeah.
I felt so stupid because we were there doing like a pre-show little interview with him when I was with KTTS.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, it's been a while. I thought, oh my God, that was so corny.
Aaron Lewis, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, Aaron Lewis. That's what it was.
I just saw he's going to be in West Plains, Missouri in June, of all places. I'm like,
West Plains knows how to party.
Yeah, and it said at the West Plains Civic Center. I'm like, they've got a what?
Yeah. I think Daughtry played there a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh, I'll be darned. Crazy. So talk to me about radio. How did you get into that?
Well, I went to OTC for electronic media production.
Okay.
And I got through that 2 years. And I mean, they put a big camera right in your hand the first week you're there.
Really?
Yeah. They even let you take it home. I mean, you know.
Wow.
The big ones, cameras. And I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. And we had to do an internship once I got over to Evangel. So I was like, who are the best, media instructors? I want them. And from OTC, they sent me over to Evangel. And so I went over there for 3 years, and I had to do an internship, and I just went into the radio station and talked to them about it, and they're like, come on. Well, once I got over there, I was over there for a couple of months, and they're like, we just want you to do something with us. We want to hire you. Yeah.
Wow. How long did that last, I should
2 years.
say? 2 years that you were in school for that?
Oh, no, I went to school for 5 years.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then you were there for 2 on top of that. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So I'm sure that you were able to make a lot of connections and meet people through working there at the station.
Yeah, we did a lot of events. Since I was kind of the new person, I did a lot of nighttime stuff out in the rain.
Don't you love it?
You got to pay your dues, you know.
I saw recently on, I think it was Facebook or something, there was a sports guy, and they had sports canceled and stuff due to rain and whatnot. So they sent him out into the storm, and he's just like on air talking about how over it he is. So I can imagine.
But it was fun at the same time.
Sure.
It really
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
We did a lot of outlaw country. Over
Okay.
at Midnight Rodeo, we would set up for that out in front of the
Nice.
venue, and a lot of those were up and rising stars like Thomas Rhett when he was getting his start.
Wow.
Yeah, he's huge now. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. So at the time that you were doing radio and that kind of stuff, were you also playing in a band or no?
No, not at that particular time.
When did that start for you?
Because I had school and work, and there was no way I could fit it in.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it's just been peppered out throughout my life.
Yeah.
You know, at different times in my life.
That's
In
fair.
and out of the bands. I really liked being. I was in a Southern rock group, and we were all original.
Oh, really?
And I wrote probably 90% of the stuff
Wow.
we were doing.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Did you record some of that?
Yeah, it was a long time ago though, and we had cassette tapes,
Oh, yeah.
and they didn't make it.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
No matter how
Didn't
much you
stand the
try to
test of time.
preserve them,
Yep.
it just. We do have a demo that we did at Sun Records.
Oh,
that
really?
They probably still have on reel to reel
Wow.
to this day. Yeah,
That's wild. That's cool.
yeah, that was a really cool experience.
That would be an experience.
in the same booth that Elvis Presley sang in. It's just weird feeling. It's really cool.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of famous people pass through there too.
Well, yeah, and
So-
they have a lot of the same original, like amps and some of the
Yeah.
original instruments that they recorded on.
Yep. Well, that all stuff is coming back in vogue. People want to get away from digital and
Yeah.
stuff like that and get back into the old
Into the
stuff. So
analog,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was
Very
a
cool.
really cool experience.
So Inductease is the band that you're with now.
Yes.
I know that you said that you're kind of on downtime right now, but
Mm-hmm.
talk to people. Tell us a little bit about what Inductease is,
Well,
because it's
what
a
we
really
do-
cool concept.
Well, we're not really rock and roll Hall of Famers, inductees, so to say. So we put TEASE on the end of the name.
Nice.
Yeah.
As a tease.
Yeah. And so we cover material by bands that are inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Very cool.
So, we'll do like right now I'm doing some Tina Turner, Led Zeppelin, and then we'll cycle out of that after we do that for a while and pick some different artists.
Gotcha. So like coming up would be what, Dolly? Now that she's in the
Oh,
Rock and Roll Hall of
well.
Fame?
Well, that might be something to think about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Challenge
Yeah.
accepted.
Yeah, she's something else, boy. That'd
Yeah.
be a hard act to follow.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of those Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I grew a whole new respect for Tina Turner. I'll tell
Yeah.
you that much.
Yeah.
Because we're
She's-
doing a set of her stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's incredible.
Yeah.
Might be
So-
doing a show on her in the near future, actually.
All right.
But yeah, it's one of those things. I think it's a really cool concept of what you got with your band. So I'm excited that it gets back in the swing of things. I know it's schedules and stuff, especially with. Don't you have several? You have a lot of members in that band, don't you?
Yeah,
Is
we
it like
just
9
got. We have Mike Price on drums now and Kevin Flannery on lead guitar,
Oh, okay.
and so we've switched up some members.
Yeah.
How many of us are there? There's 8.
8.
Because there's 3 females in the band. 2 of them do backup vocals, and one does some percussion too.
Wow.
She does some
Very cool.
like chime,
Yeah.
not chimes. What are those called? Are they
Yeah, you know.
chimes?
Yeah, chimes.
Bing.
Yeah, chimes, triangles, and
Yeah.
bears. Oh my, I don't know.
Yeah. So she has all kinds of little like gadgets that she plays,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to get it up and going again.
Yeah, I think it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Be sure to let us know whenever that is
I definitely
happening, and
will.
we'll help spread
Well,
the
thank
word.
you.
So yeah.
Well, nice.
Speaking of spread, how's this for a transaction? A what? Talk to us about your skincare,
Oh, okay.
because I know this has been something that you've kind of.
Well, for the last 3 years, I've been concocting and creating and, trying to get the right texture of things.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been through all kinds of recipes and stuff.
This is sounding very Hansel and Gretel already.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh, what could I ruin now? But anyway, I think I finally got a really good consistency down. I just came out with a new night. Well, I call it my night cream, day cream.
Does that mean you can only put it on at night?
No, I put it on all the time.
Oh, okay.
I use it for the neck, the face, and I finally got the consistency right. It's all organic. It's beautiful. There's nothing bad in it.
Wow.
And I'm going to start doing some videos on these. I'm promoting them. So
Very cool. I
I'm
missed
really-
that, by the way. I thought you were really onto something with your social media marketing, the way you were doing those
yeah, I was
lives.
starting to really get going. And then I got a phone call, ring, ring, ring. Hey, want to do the band thing? I'm like, oh, well, how am I going to fit that in? Wait,
Right.
let me see.
If you're anything like me, though, when that phone call comes, it's like, okay, everything else can
Everything
go on pause.
else.
And yeah.
So this went on the back burner as well. And
Yeah. Can I smell it?
yeah.
I don't want to put it on. I'm only wrinkly in one spot. It does smell good.
Thank you.
Simply 5.
Simply 5 organic skincare.
Okay, so tell me about the name. Where did that come from?
Well, it started out, this actually has 10 ingredients in it, but it started out that everything that I made was only 5 ingredients or less.
Okay.
I just wanted to keep it simple, which it still is.
Mm-hmm.
But in getting the right consistency and everything, I had to add some things.
Yeah.
But Simply 5 is already out there, so that's what I'm going with. And
Yeah.
I have 3 other products. I have a toner, cleanser. I have a serum, and those only have 5 ingredients in them. So
There you go. Yeah.
And I have an eye cream as well that only has 5 ingredients. So
That's awesome.
we're going to go with that.
Yeah, I don't think you need to box yourself in too much.
No.
But like you said, keep it simple, and that's...
And the night cream has to be the bomb diggity, so we put some more stuff in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Right.
So last time you were on, like I said, we played some games and had some fun, and I'm super excited to do it again. So if you're down for it, we'll do that.
I'm up for it.
All right. We're gonna take a quick break, but before we do, I'm gonna give you a couple options.
Okay.
I feel like I'm way out of practice for this, but we're gonna do it anyway. We can do an awkward pause. You can we can make something out of Play-Doh, or we can go and add to my big shiny ball. Which would you like to do?
I guess add to the big shiny ball.
All right. Add a girl. I think the last people that added this was Paralandra. So you're working off of theirs.
Okay.
So you just take a Terri amount, however much that may or may not be, and add to it.
Okay.
Most of the people that have been on the show in the past have added to that. So.
And just don't cut yourself, right?
Yeah, please. We don't like lawsuits over here at the Audio Roast.
Oh, do we just wrap it around the big shiny ball?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go, darling. Boop.
Perfect. It's been Terri-ized.
That's it. Woo.
We'll be back right after this. Stick around.
Hey guys, it's Dominique Gabriella.
And I'm Adam Bass.
I am Karina.
Ron Preston here.
I'm Nikki.
And we are here on the scene at Mother's Brewing Company at Area 71, the Outland Ballroom at Odyssey Lounge. You know what time it is.
But you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It is time for us to let you know what our top picks are for this upcoming weekend and week. So let's get to it. So let's get to it. So let's get to it.
You made it back. I'm so happy to see you. We're going to keep it going and welcome our next guest. You might know him from a John Mayer tribute band that we've got around the area, and as well as his solo project. Let's go ahead and welcome at this time, Mr. Bryan Copeland. Oh, so how's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing well. Finally get to meet you.
Yeah.
We've kind of like even been to the same parties, and it was like you left and I arrived because I'm always late, as some people here can attest. But yeah, so I'm glad that I'm finally able to meet you. I think it's awesome.
You played that way on purpose?
Well,
try to be late on purpose?
Oh yeah, no, it comes.
You're one of those?
Well, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, I am one of those.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay.
No, I have seen a lot of your work online and stuff and admire you from afar. And I've always wanted to get a chance to hear you in person.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to get a chance to chat with you in person. So I'm glad at least one of those things get marked off tonight.
Yeah, me too, man. That's great to hear.
Yeah. So we also, every now and then, by the way, do a artist spotlight where we have kind of an acoustic kind of thing where you can come in and do that and we could feature you on the show. I would love to have you here for one of those if you'd be down.
Happily. Yeah.
Awesome. So talk to me a little bit about your solo project that you're doing. Is that stuff that you write, I assume?
Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff that I've written, but at the same time, I do a lot of covers. I kind of mix them in, usually about 50-50
Okay.
my sets. Just kind of depends on the place I'm playing.
Okay, so what kind of covers do you do when you incorporate those?
Anywhere from Johnny Cash in the style of Johnny Cash to Will Smith to anywhere in between.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Very, very eclectic, random.
Yeah, I love that because I'm the
songs.
same way, and I'm riddled with ADD, so I kind of have to go all over to be satisfied.
The only decade I never really got into that much was the 80s. I was never really a huge 80s person, but
that's fair. I think it's weird that you don't, but that's fair.
It is what it is. Most people are like, what?
Right? Yeah. No, I was expecting you to say like 60s or 70s, but
nope. 60s, 70s, 90s, 2000s, all of them. I love. 80s for some reason I just never fell in love with that style.
That's fair. That's fair. I think also in that time, and this is where the comment section will kill me, the singer-songwriter thing was kind of out of vogue in the 80s. It was very big in the 70s with your Neil Youngs and your Bob Dylans and that kind of stuff, and then now again it's a big deal with all the indie music. But yeah, I could see that, I guess, really, when you break it down.
I think the biggest thing for me about the 80s is it felt like everybody was trying too hard all the time, and nothing was natural about the big hair bands and and the costumes and it was just, I've always been a natural music kind of person, and that's that's why I think the 80s kind of really turned me off.
Yeah. So I guess you're not going to do any Cinderella or anything in your solo project.
No, people try to get me to do that stuff all the time.
Yeah,
but it's never
you're like,
been.
nope, go see somebody else do it. This is what I'm for.
No.
I like that though. I like that you're going to stick to your guns on that, and
I
don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I'm not good at it. There's things too that you understand.
Smart.
You understand what you are and aren't good at, and that's not really my vibe.
Yeah,
so
I think it's smart.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and it's, don't try to fit a round peg in a square hole, or whichever way that's supposed to go.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah. So talk to me about the John Mayer tribute band. I think I've seen you guys at the Riff. Is that right? Have you guys played there?
Yeah.
And then how often do you do that?
So we were doing it once, twice a year.
Okay.
It's kind of random, honestly. It kind of depends on if somebody wants to have us more than anything, and if we kind of all get the hankering to do that. We're all in different projects and we're all doing different stuff, so it's kind of just it's a fun one for every single one of us. It's not really about anything else. We just all enjoy his music. And,
that's awesome.
And I've been a huge fan for a long time of his. Started like 2006 when he came out with Continuum.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we decided to name it after, the Continuum John Mayer tribute.
Very cool.
But me and my friend John Anno, I don't know if you know John.
Oh yeah.
We decided to do it. It was a long time coming. I'd been told forever that I have similar sounds to him, and I was like a huge fan of him, but I never thought I'd be able to pull it off.
So let's break that down if we can, because I'm kind of similar with Axl Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that, do you think you purposely tried to sound like him just because he was a favorite, or do you think that's something that you weren't trying at all and people just randomly compared you to the person that you really enjoyed?
I think it's an influence, but I think it's natural. I don't think it's a thing that I never really tried to emulate anybody. I've always kind of been my own kind of thing.
Right.
Written a lot of my own music. I know I had a band, Luna J, for a long time. We're like a funk pop kind of, vibe. Like,
yeah. In fact, I think when we were first starting the show, back when it was still a podcast, we actually played some Luna J on the show and stuff. Yeah. And I think, didn't you film that? Oh gosh, I'm not going to remember the name now. In the studio in somebody's basement or something. Is that right?
Oh, so Doc O'Connor, who does Audio in Motion.
Yeah, Audio in Motion.
He does we do a bunch of different videos with him. For a couple years, we were putting out a video a week every month. We'd get together, we'd put together a thing of videos, and then started doing an interview show too with local artists and stuff like that. It was just Words and Whiskey. It's not nearly as professional as this.
But got him fooled.
Yeah, you guys got me. We just drank whiskey and promoted that and talked about their music and all that kind of stuff. And we started doing a lot of that kind of stuff for YouTube and putting our original stuff out, putting covers out, getting together with local artists and teaming up on covers to try to do new things.
Yeah.
And we tried to do like a studio band thing where we would do videos where we would back up artists. Like we did one with Justin Larkin. We did one with like Ivy Schulte, people like that.
Yeah.
Where we were kind of their studio band. We backed them up. We kind of did our own interpretation of what their song was. And, then we did like a cover with them. And it was a cool little thing we did. It about 2 years in, though, it kind of burns you out, doing all that work. And
it is a lot of work,
so much
especially
work.
when you're catering to this one person and this one person and trying to differentiate and make it seem like you're oh, we're this person's band, and now we're this person's band. Like, that's a hard thing to try to navigate as a studio band.
Different styles.
Yeah.
And you're, doing your own music on top of it. You're writing, you're performing, all that kind of stuff. So it's just a lot of work, and it wasn't enough payoff. We weren't able to get enough subscribers to even make it like pay or anything.
Same. We don't get a dime.
So it's just,
except for our awesome patrons, and that's
no. And this kind of stuff's awesome. It just became one of those things where personally I was like, I can't do this much work anymore. Yeah. Just.
Yep. And you're spot on with that. It is a lot of work. So,
it is.
I was always impressed though, and I'm sure Doc had a big hand in it too. But everything you guys put out there looked very crisp and clean and just very pro.
Doc is great at what he does. He makes people sound good live. And that's what he does. He's got a good room for it, and he's good at it.
Yeah,
that's what he does.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So tell me, with your solo project, what kind of places and stuff do you play? Is it limited to just the Springfield area, or do you travel at all?
No, I travel. Last year, I went on a little Western kind of tour out to Colorado through like South Dakota and all that kind of stuff. Like
how do you
Wyoming.
go about that as somebody that's not been on tour before? Is it like, do you throw a dart at a map, or is it like, damn, I've never been to Colorado, I really want to go get some of that good?
For me, a lot of times it's, I mean, that's part of it. Now I don't need to do that anymore. Now
Right?
it's legal. But no, it's I don't know. I have friends in a couple different places that I try to go. Like, I make that the destination.
Okay.
And then so I'll take trips up there, and it's just kind of a way to travel and
that's awesome,
and not lose money while you travel. You're still getting paid, and I work for myself. Otherwise, I do personal training.
Oh, really?
So I don't really get vacation pay. So and musicians don't either. So it's one of those things where that's my vacation pay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a smart way to work. So the personal trainer thing is very interesting. How did that come about? Is that something that you had a passion for early on, or were you like the skinny kid that like just was tired of getting picked on and you finally bulked up, and like, what's the story?
I mean, I got picked on plenty when I was a kid, but no, I don't know. I mostly got picked on not because of being tiny or anything. I was a whiner, for one. I cried about everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was a little baby back then.
And now you just write songs about it.
Yeah, you got to channel it somehow.
That's right. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
I was into sports and stuff a lot, but I got picked on a lot because I was different. Like, I did sports, I did music, I did drama, like I did all that kind of stuff. And so each group kind of picks on you at that point.
Right.
But it wasn't anything ridiculous. It was just, but other than that, man, like, it was just, I loved everything, every style of thing, like music, all that kind of stuff. So once you get into that kind of thing, it's really easy to
keep going.
Yeah. To fall in love with stuff.
But what made the transition from you going to the gym and doing that versus like trying to help other people and meet their fitness goals?
It was just in college. I decided that was something I could do to still pursue music, still do what I loved otherwise.
Right.
I actually started going to school for biomedical science. I was wanting to go into like being a doctor. I wanted that for my whole life.
Yeah.
But when I started playing music, I fell in love with that, and it made me go, why would I want to put that much energy?
Right. Why go to 8 years of college when I can just go play a gig next weekend? Yeah.
Yeah. And I just got better and better at that, and then because I love it, and it's a passion,
Yep.
So and it's helped me actually, like, now I make decent money playing music, and it's not an easy thing to do.
Right.
So.
Yeah, for sure. Especially post-COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that was hard to navigate being a singer-songwriter.
Weirdly, as a singer-songwriter, it was easier than as a band. Because,
so I'm glad to hear you say that, because I've thought the same, because there's not as much overhead for a venue to have to pay for, and there's, lots of smaller stages versus lots of bigger stages. So
yeah, and you don't have to be in a venue per se.
Right.
You can be in restaurants, you can be in, and so you can kind of be a chameleon. You can be on a big stage, or you can be on a small stage, and it can still be, a good show.
Yeah.
And a lot of those kind of places have the money to spend, whereas venues kind of don't as much right now, because people aren't going to see shows. Those places still have people come. They have food, and they have different reasons to come see you.
Right.
So it's an easier way for them to get
How is
people.
that for you as a performer? I am like very humble as a person, but when I'm behind the microphone on stage, it's egocentric and like, look at me, look at me, look at me. So if you're playing in a restaurant in the back and you're just kind of in background music, is that hard as a musician for you?
I think there's a level of being a background musician. For one, I think it makes you command a stage. It makes you bring out what you're good at. So
okay.
So for me, like, I can belt it, and I'm can belt my vocals in every way. And I use that mixed with, changing of styles and stuff like that to kind of keep people on their toes.
Yeah.
So they kind of pay more attention that way, and pay less attention to their food and their conversations. But there's a level of respect sometimes that people cross that makes you kind of get irritated.
Right.
Where they're kind of talking over your performance.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. I've actually said stuff to people before.
Good. I think it's better for you to say something to them versus like, okay, screw this gig and screw this, and then you burn a bridge and that whole thing. So.
In a nice way. I mean, I'm really good at roasting people. So, if somebody's doing something like rude as all get out out there, like I'm gonna say something to them. I'm not gonna just like hold it in.
What's that, Mary? We can't hear you.
Oh, I mean, there was somebody that was like, "Can you play something we can dance to?" I'm like, "What did you say, Karen?" The other day. It was just, it was, and I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just, it's just a fun way to kind of make her go, "Oh," and also prove
she
a point.
kind of instantly checks herself,
makes her understand. Yeah.
So have you learned the Cupid Shuffle since then, or no?
No, but I played a gig. Last weekend, I think, at Paddle Wheel, and they're like, "Can you turn Cupid Shuffle on in between sets?" I was like, "Sure,
why not?"
It's in between sets. I don't care.
Right, exactly. Oh man, that's great. So I'm excited to hear when you're going to be playing next for your solo stuff.
I play pretty much every weekend in some capacity. I don't play as much in Springfield anymore, but I don't even remember where I'm playing next weekend. I'm in Eureka Springs for one.
Okay. Is Facebook the best place to follow where you're going to be and stuff, or what are you on?
Probably my website, bryancopelandmusic.com.
Okay.
And I have a new album that I'm working on. I'm going to put out a new single in the next month or so, next month or two.
Nice.
Just kind of depends on how the artwork goes and how fast I can get all the rollout going. But I have it's like a funk kind of vibe. One of my first like self-produced, almost completely kind of songs.
Yeah, that's a challenge, but it's a super great payoff when it's done.
Where I played like most of the instrumentation, all that kind of stuff. And,
that's awesome.
I've had a couple other ones where I played a lot of it, but there's been other people more involved. Whereas this, I brought a demo in and we did pretty much exactly what I did on the demo, and it's kind of freeing. I like it a lot. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do more of a self-produced album this time.
That's great.
And this will be my first full solo album. So whenever I finally eventually get it done and out, I'm excited to put it out.
Yeah, and I would love to have you come over and play a song for us off of that.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's play some games and have some fun. But before we do, we've got to give you a few options too. I'm going to change it up a little bit.
Okay.
We can go 2 out of 3 Rochambeau. That's rock, paper, scissors for all of you out there. Or we can make something out of Play-Doh, or we can do an awkward pause. It is up to you, sir.
I'm too competitive not to do the Rochambeau here.
Okay. All right.
You ready? Wait,
let me clear the stage here.
Do we have a ref?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'd say we got about 4 of them out there somewhere. All right, ready?
1, 2, 3. Oh, got it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Ah, you got me. All right. Bryan Copeland, everybody. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hey Springfield, Robert and Cheryl Crook here.
And together we are Zenlens Photo Media.
You've probably seen us around town, but did you know we also do family and children photography?
Don't forget maternity and infant sessions.
As well as senior portraits and weddings.
Please keep us in mind when you need event coverage and videography.
Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or at www.zenlensphotomedia.com.
Or you can give us a call at 417-818-7067 and book your session today.
Hey, here we are. We made it over to the Game Center after all this time. We're going to kick it off and play some of this. We made it back over here to the Game Center, finally, and we're dragging you along with us to play. Humdinger. It's been a minute. Let me I don't think I need that. I don't need this. I don't need these batteries. Whoa. Did you lose some batteries for something?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're playing Humdinger. The way that we're going to play this game is we're going to go back and forth and see if you can get your opponent to guess the song just by humming. The song and the artist, I should say. But at the audio roast, we got to change things up a little bit. We're not just going to hum it. We've got a jar full of sounds, and we'll draw to see what sound you have to use to get your opponent to guess the song. Easy enough? All right, we'll let ladies go first. I'm going to let you draw your sound. She's got...
Bops.
Bops. All right.
Bop, 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 like that.
Yeah. Here's something I didn't do is write these down for you, but I'll just show you this. That's what you got to get them to guess. You got this.
Do I have to start from the beginning?
Wherever you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wherever you want.
Ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Ba 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 ba.
I will survive.
Hey. Okay. Who sings it?
I know. No.
Can I pass it to a friend?
Well, if you want to give her a point.
Is it Cher?
If you want to give her a point.
No. Cher.
We're giving away Hyundais at the end of this.
I don't know who sings that song. No,
Okay.
It's
Gloria Gaynor.
Oh, well, there you go. Let's see if she's right. I will survive. Gloria Gaynor. All right. We're going to pass our next song right on over to Mr. Bryan Copeland.
Okay.
And give you a jar to choose your sound.
I can remember what this song is right now.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I honestly don't remember right now.
If it gets too out of hand, I'll give you.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I'll give you a hand. All right.
Toot, 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 toot.
There you go.
Toot, 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 toot. Toot, 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 toot. Toot, 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 toot. Toot, 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 toot. Tootie, toot, toot. Toot, 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 toot. Toot, toot, toot.
Gassy in here.
Toot. So many toots. I don't remember the verses. Toot, 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 toot.
Toot, 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 toot.
Toot, toot,
Toot, toot, toot, toot, toot, toot.
toot, 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 toot.
Dang it, I don't know.
All right.
I know I'm going to be mad.
Well, let's see how mad you get when we find out what the answer is. Apologize, One Republic.
Oh.
Said it's too late to apologize. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I love
Well,
that song.
I almost forgot
Swing and
what
a
the
miss.
song sounded like.
That's all right.
You got to slow it down a little bit.
All right, go ahead and pick your song or your sound.
What do we got?
I love how
Dues, okay.
Dues.
I love how the last card said,
All right, there's
toots,
the-
not farts.
Okay.
That's a good sound for that song.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brian, don't mess it up. Whenever you're ready.
I really don't think I'm strong enough, no. Would you believe in life after love?
Okay. So who sings that?
You guys are going all like disco stuff.
What? Yeah, everybody knows One Republic is as disco as it gets.
I don't remember.
Okay, I'll give you one hint. You ready?
Is it the one that I guessed last?
Oh my. Here you go. You ready?
That's half the people
Right.
that I know with long hair. I don't.
Oh my God. Okay, well, let's see if you got any of that right. Share, believe. I'll give you a point.
I said it was the one that I guessed last time. Share. That's what I said last time. Yeah. It's like it's the one.
Oh my gosh. All right. We're gonna give you another shot here.
All right. This one. Oh. Nanas. Na 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 na.
Hey, hey, hey.
Okay, the right tempo.
Na 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 na.
Since you've been
Na
gone,
na na.
Kelly Clarkson.
Perfect.
Let's see if that's correct. Since you've been gone. There you go. You get 2 points on that one. You got the song and the
I
artist.
used to jog. It was on my MP3, and I'd have the headphones on.
Doing your flash dance. All right. There's see if you can get this last one for you.
Oh no!
What'd you get?
Whistle.
Oh boy, can you whistle? All right, we'll accept that.
Okay. Ah. Okay. At least I know this one.
Hey, God, I hope.
Now if I can whistle it. Hang on, I got to get Cher out of my head.
No, do it in the voice of Cher, please. Everybody likes Cher's whistle. I'm trying to remember the verses.
I know.
Good thing I'm not in that band.
Is that what it is? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, that's it. Now speed that up about 15 BPM.
Yeah.
Why is it? I'm not getting it.
Ah, man.
It's not my
We're over
brain.
here killing it, Terry.
It's not my brain right now.
All right, well, Terry, tell the people
Do I
what
finally
it is.
get a point?
Well, maybe.
It's Go Your
Go
Own
your
Way.
own
Fleetwood
way.
Mac.
Oh.
There you go. You can go your own way.
Okay.
Yeah. I could feel something inside you.
I know,
That's the
it's
thing,
a
you
lot
get-
like that.
You get all of those.
I couldn't get the
You get
Cher
all
song
of them
out of
stuck
my
Yeah.
in your head.
Right.
It's like really hard to.
Oh yeah, as a quick reminder, don't forget all the day songs are breakup songs. So that's the common thread. And we'll give Bryan one last shot to earn some pointage.
Pointage. Hum.
Oh, we got the classic hum. And let's see what he's got.
I don't know if I know this one right now.
Lost in love, and sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love.
See, now that she said
Good job, Bryan. Yeah, you nailed it.
Instead. I know, but I got to think of the name of it. Sometimes it lasts in love. Sometimes it hurts instead. Oh. Is it Adele?
Okay.
Someone Like You.
Oh, let's see if she's got it.
Boo.
She's got it. Another 2
I'll
points.
find someone like you.
I ought to give Bryan a point just for that great hum job.
I don't know what that means.
Whoa, me neither. What kind of show are we running here? Speaking of running, we're running out of time before we take our next commercial break, so we're going to refill our mugs and come back and play another game. Stick around.
I have just one question. Have you thought about being a guest on the show? We are currently seeking music lovers of all kinds to join in on our fun. If you're interested in being a guest, or if you just have questions, comments, or suggestions, you can message us on Facebook or email us at theaudioroastpodcast@gmail.com. You can also submit any topics you'd like to hear discussed.
So, every now and then we play a game on here, and we have a lot of fun. And sometimes we play a game on here, and I get roasted online. And since we're doing breakup songs, let's roast away, baby. Let's play everybody's favorite game. Guess that emoji. Guess that emoji.
Yeah.
Jingle department, still killing it. So you guys, are you big texters at all? You use your phone to text a lot? Yeah. So you're familiar with?
Amount.
Okay, so you're familiar with emojis then?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. We're off to a zippity-doo-dah start. We've taken some emojis and sometimes stacked them together to create the line, or the title of a song. So we just need you to tell us what song it is and who done did it.
All right.
Okay. So let's whoever can buzz in first, by the way, with the correct answers. When you're ready.
Crying.
Okay. Crying by
Roy Orbison.
Okay, let's see if that's a correct answer. Crying by Roy Orbison. Wow.
Are there more than one correct answer, or is it just one?
Judges, just one.
Could be Tears in Heaven.
Well, there's no heaven. There's just tears.
I was going to say Crying by Aerosmith. So that's...
Oh, that's a good... Oh, but you didn't. I would have given you points, actually. Because you do...
I was just asking if there was more than one right answer.
Yeah. Well, I initially thought no, but the judge was wrong. Yes is the answer. Okay, so we're going to give Terri 2 points.
Yay.
I think Terry's going to kick my butt.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love the confidence.
Feeling like it.
All right, let's try another one here.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Don't forget to buzz.
Umbrella?
Ooh.
Oh, dang.
Umbrella.
By Rihanna.
Well, I'm going to help you out. I think that's an incredible guess, but is that really a breakup song? I think that's
I don't know.
It's like she wrote a song, and as she was making a checklist as she was going out the door, okay, I got my umbrella, Ella, A?
You never know, man. You just never know.
Yeah. Do you have a guess?
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Oh, every time I break up with somebody, that's always what I sing. Raindrops falling on my head. I don't know. So let's break this one down. What's the first emoji?
Square.
Oh, I was just looking at the umbrella.
Oh, see, you gotta put them together. What's the first one?
Box.
A square.
Okay, what color is that square?
Purple.
Okay, what's the other emoji?
Purple rain.
Purple rain.
Purple rain.
Wow.
Bye.
Prince.
All right, let's see if that's the right answer. Hey, Purple Rain by Prince.
The producer would just like to remind everybody.
Wow, we're super dumb right now.
It's these lights, they melt
I
brainwaves,
don't know why I
man.
didn't see the purple square. It's weird. I just
Right,
saw the
yeah.
umbrella. That was it.
Yeah, you know.
Weed's a hell of a drug.
The producer would like to remind everybody that they have a buzzer, so please use them.
Yes, the buzzers do have batteries. I did not yank all those batteries out for nothing. All right, let's try another one, shall we?
Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers.
Woo! Let's see if that's correct. Sure enough. Let's give Brian a couple
Too fast
points.
for me.
On the board. Let's keep it going. Brian?
No, that wouldn't work. I was going to say Mr. Sandman, Bring Me a Dream.
Oh, crying myself to sleep.
Crying myself to sleep. No, those are not tears. Those are Z's. Okay, so obviously we got somebody in bed sleeping. And two little somethings after that. What are those two little somethings?
Clouds.
If you're sleeping, what are those? You think? What?
Sweet dreams are made of these.
Nope. Terry, you're going to kick your butt.
What is it? Sleeping clouds. Sleeping my clouds away.
Dreams by Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, let's see if that's right.
How the heck is that dreams? Okay.
I mean, it makes sense, but it's...
Right. Yeah. Like I said, this one gets me a lot of heat online. Nobody likes this game. So let's keep playing, shall we? I'll give you a hint. This is a 90s song. We belong together. Said I never should shine. Shit, whatever. Although we go.
I have nothing.
I mean...
To the end
of Cupertino. I don't know.
The road.
End of the road.
The end. It even says the word end.
The
And there's a road.
I was looking at the
I didn't know the
sign
song.
of the road.
Oh, come on,
The
guys.
end of the road.
By?
I don't know. I mean, I knew the end of the road, but I don't know who it's by.
I didn't.
Wow. Hey, out in the crowd, we'll give them points. We're going to double your points out there, sir. End of the road, boys to men. No points to you two. 16 points out there. Let's try.
My daughter, I know that.
Right, there you go. We got one more in store. Let's see what it is.
Fighting my way back to you.
What?
Wow.
What?
Do you take yoga? Because that was a stretch.
Oh boy.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, well let's sound it out. What's the first one?
Boxing,
So what-
fighting, punching,
Fighting.
How do people box? What do they do?
punch.
If you're playing cards and you want more points or more, okay.
Hit the road, Jack. By Ray Charles.
Hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back no more, no more, no
I just kept
more,
looking at
no
the
more.
guy and just be like, guy.
Guy, hit the road, guy.
Hit the road, guy.
Listen here, pal. Hit the road. Would you hit the bricks, kid? Whoo, man! I can hear the comment section blowing up already. I love it. We're gonna take a quick break, and as a matter of fact, we're gonna jump over to Patreon. So if you haven't signed up yet, go ahead and sign up over at patreon.com/audioroast, where we're gonna play another game. We'll be back right after this. All right, we tallied up all the points. It's awful heavy with how many points are on the board today.
Many points.
All right. With 6 points. That's not right.
I know, because you told me I had 8 earlier.
That was our Patreon points. You would know if you were a patron.
Oh.
I may have done that on purpose. All right, so with a whopping 2 points, we've got Brian. Brian,
Yeah!
way to go. You did not win.
Thank you.
But everybody's a winner here on the Audi Roast. Where can people find, follow, or see you next?
Easiest way to follow me is bryancopelandmusic.com. You can find all of my stuff there, my schedule and everything else.
Nice. Very cool. So check it out. It's bryancopeland.com.
Bryan Copeland Music.
bryancopelandmusic.com. Pay attention, Jared. There's a quiz after this, so I'm told. And then, of course, you're on Facebook and that kind of stuff too, correct? Yeah. Okay, very cool. So if that's your gig, hit them up. And finally, with a whopping 8 points, today's big winner, Terri Graves. All right, Terri.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Where can people find, follow, or hear you next?
Well, not sure about the band thing right now,
Okay.
but we do have a YouTube page. We have a Facebook page as well. Inductease, Tease on the end.
Okay.
And
What about if I wanted to buy some eye cream or some?
Yeah,
some
just
kind of
go to
something?
my Facebook page. It's Simply 5
Okay.
Organic Skincare, and just message me.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Can I
All
plug
right.
one more thing?
Mhm.
My John Mayer tribute.
Uh-huh.
It's February 24th at Kiss Bar and Grill.
Nice, nice. We
something to see.
got the afternoon. This is why I don't do John Mayer. Can you hit us with a little Body is a Wonderland?
Oh, we should have put a breakup song on by him. He would've known that one.
Afternoon, we've got this room for two. One thing I left to do, discover me, discovering you.
Awesome. Check it out. Check it out. That's going to do it for today's show. If you're heartbroken, replay this episode. If you're not, happy Valentine's Day. We're going to wrap it up. Don't forget that times are hard for everybody right now. So may your cup of coffee and your love of music be strong, but your sense of humor be even stronger. We'll see you right here next time on the Audio Roast.
Thanks,
Bye.
y'all. I can't think of any breakup song that's about boxing. What the shit?
No, Adrian, we didn't do it.
Fighting.
Oh, my Lord.